just enough to make you smile, and you need me to hold you close, and all your fears that you dream of will disappear and flutter on. Whoa, hold on just a little. We'll meet right here in the middle ground is where we'll stand. Let go of the brittle, 'cause you'll find life is a riddle that we're not meant to understand. Hold on, so hold on, so just look on, and I'll look down, and all your fears around the ground. Then you said, all I ever wanted was to love like this. All I ever needed was to feel like something more than a closed door flat on the floor. I can offer so much more. All I ever wanted was to feel at ease. All I ever needed was to get up off my feet. 'Cause I believe in love. Hold on just a little. We'll meet right here in the middle ground is where we'll stand. Let go of the brittle, 'cause you'll find life is a riddle that we're not meant to understand. Hold on, so hold on, so hold on. Right here in the middle. Hold on. Right,
This is something I will treasure.
Okay, okay. Hello guys, hello, welcome to the stream, welcome back. I'm back again. Let's play some Dota Lakora, guys. And this अरे वाह इतना सारा.
Penetrating punch.
Oh भाई
Out.
16. वाह. अरे भाई, oh भाई, nice one man. मेरे को कुछ मिला होगा। अरे वाह, चलो। वाह, टीए बेन कुमार, टीए बेन कुमार का सेट मिल चुका है। अनबंडल एंड इक्विप, यस लेट्स गो। अब दूसरा भी बहुत कुछ है गाइस, लेना है। क्या मिला? कुछ तो मिला है।
Patience from Zoe.
एक तो मिला, चलो कोई दिक्कत नहीं। ओ भाई, चलो बाद में ओपन करते, क्या बोलते? ये सब यूज करना पड़ेगा। ओ, ये तो सेम ही है। वेरी रेयर क्या है इसमें? अच्छा, बाल इसके बाद में ओपन करते ये भी। चलो बहुत कुछ मिल गया। अब वो ओपन करते हैं, कहाँ है ये वाला? चलो ओपन करते हैं। ओह फक, थोड़ा रह गया। सिट, इससे अच्छा तो ये वाला था, वेरी रेयर वाला। बलिदान हो गया। अब ये करते हैं। ओ व्हाट द फक सेड। एक नंबर मिल गया। चलो भाई बहुत कुछ मिल गया आज। Let's play some Dota, guys. Blood Seeker का टॉन्ट अरे हीरोइन।
I'll give them a drubbing they'll not soon forget. 'Tis on thy head. Thou art mine. Have it! I turn magic aside. I go. None shall hinder me. Yes. Onward. 'Tis a blessing. The path is clear. Vile creatures. I light into darkness. I go. I grace. The true path. As thou wilt. The reward of virtue. I'll strike thee down. Spawn of sorcery. I vow thy ruin. Out of my way. Thou hast paid the price. Truth compels me. The path is clear. I go. Get thee hence. I'm under attack. I go. Magically dashed. Truth compels me. I. None shall hinder me. Now count thy costs. Yes. Onward. Be gone. The true path. As thou wilt. Out of my way. Truth compels me. Onward. Tis a blessing. I go. None shall hinder me.
पानी की बोतल आपने लोग
Your turn to ban. Five seconds
Nati.
remaining.
जो है
10 seconds remaining.
ओके लेट्स प्ले
5 seconds remaining.
क्या पीस वाला म्यूजिक है इसमें
Your turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Your turn to
ओके जगरनॉट एक्स गुड पिक यार
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
लूना फायरबॉल टाइनी their picks are good Luna
It's in the bag.
Lost in the woods, are you? By starlight.
We get freebies
Prepare
now.
for battle.
What do you see? Yeah! Illuminating. We ride. Yes. Let's go.
It's in the bag!
On the hunt. Quickly now.
It's in the bag.
30 seconds to battle.
Absolutely.
absolutely
Salamene commands. Yes. Stalking.
The battle begins.
The dark moon comes.
We get freebies now.
Lost in the woods, are you? The night sees all. Far the night. Let's go. On the prowl. On the prowl. Piercing light. Death approaches. Good plan. Yes. For Salamene. First blood for Salamene and for the dark bone. Catch. Lucent beam. Lost.
Was that me?
Rewards, are ya? Illuminating. We ride ours. Here. I'm done being merciful. Heads up. By starlight. Four-wheel. Let's go. Absolutely. Salamene commands. What is
Ask you one.
Let's go. Who dares? The moon waxes and my mercy wanes. Stalking. On the hunt. Crescent steel. Starlight. The hunt.
Sword again.
Yeah.
It's cleaver time.
Try to run. Onward. I'm under attack. Far the night. Quickly now. Oh. What do you see?
Bounty.
Far the night. On the prowl. Let's go. On the hunt. Absolutely. Yes. Let's go. Lucent beam. A new moon. We ride. By starlight. Light sees all. Yeah.
Let's see you
Yes. Stalking.
Talking.
Illuminating. Starlight. Good plan. Quickly now. Lunar light. What do you see? Interesting.
Sora said mean things about your cat.
On the prowl. Absolutely. Quickly now.
There's a lesson to that.
Red moon.
My hero dies. Gain power!
Stalk.
Every coin helps.
Piercing light. We ride. By starlight. Illuminate. Oh. I'm under attack. Good plan. Lucent beam. Yes.
Too many tips on that.
This will hurt.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Yeah!
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Let's go.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Let's go. Oh. The night sees all. We ride. Abs. Oh. Good plan. Nova. Nova. Lost in the woods, are ya?
Your top tower is under attack.
Easy breezy.
For the night. Illuminating.
Your middle tower is under attack.
The moon smile. Let's go. Yes. Stalking. What do you see? I'm under attack. Let's go. Quickly now.
Soldier back.
Here.
110 friendly friend.
The night sees all. By starlight.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Weakling.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Salamene commands.
Bounty.
Your bottom
On
tower
the
is under
prowl.
attack.
Here! On the hunt. On the hunt. Stalking.
Your top tower is under attack.
Beautiful. What do you see?
Oops, was that
The
me?
night sees all. With pleasure. By starlight. For night silver. Start. Run them down. Yes.
Double kill.
For the night. Blessings upon a loyal warrior. Absolutely. Heads up. Poor thing. Ha ha. Here. Lunar light. Quickly. Oh. Into battle. Lunar light. Oh.
fortified.
We get freebies now.
Radiant structures are fortified. We ride. Let's go. The enemy's top tower
Let's
has
go.
fallen.
Every coin helps.
Another death. Good plan.
Illusion.
Illuminating. Yes. We ride. Come, Nova. Absolutely. Illuminating. Let's go. Into battle. They will fear me. Unworthy. You won't escape. For dark blessings upon a loyal warrior. Quickly now. Yes. Yes. What do you see? Fear the moon. By starlight. On the prowl. The light sees, they will find my blade sharp and cruel. Attack! Poor wee thing. On the hunt.
You're losing lots of blood.
Yeah!
We get freebies now.
Let's go. Good plan. Far the night.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Stalking.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yeah!
This sustains, good remains.
Illuminating. Absolutely. Slice. Insignificant. On the hunt. Yeah!
Radiant's courier
Yeah!
has been killed.
Sky alight. Come, Nova. Good plan. We ride.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
जगरनॉट कहाँ भाग गया?
Let's go. Yes. Heads up.
Oops, was that me?
Quickly now. On the prowl. By starlight. What? Slice. Yes. Yasha. Let's go. Oh, you're not going to beg? Stalking. Yeah! The sky alight. Yeah! Who dares? I'm under attack. Taste my skill.
उल्लू बनाया
Radiant structures are fortified.
Let's go. By starlight.
The enemy's top tower
Yes.
has fallen.
Yes. Unworthy. Let's go.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Attack. Illuminating.
Oops, was that me?
Every coin helps.
Interesting. Haste. Absolutely. What do you see? Immortality. Stalking. We ride. On the prowl. Good plan. The night sees all.
अबे चला गया
Quickly now. Yeah. You won't escape.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Quickly now.
We get freebies now.
Your nightmare
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
The night sees all. Manta style. By starlight.
Radiant structures are falling.
Heads up. Let's go.
Your lucky die.
On the prowl. I'm under attack. Another phase. Return them. Yes.
Position wah. उल्लू बना के भाग गए. नाइस.
Arcane sword.
Let's go. We ride.
silence.
Good plan. Illuminating. Lost
Just
in the
what
woods.
I needed.
Here. Come, Nova.
Your top tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
Stalking. Yes,
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
I'm under attack. On the hunt.
The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen.
Death
The
approaches.
enemy's bottom barracks has fallen.
Far the night. Who dares?
Your nightmare
For the cause.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Slice.
The enemy's top barracks. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. You now have
On the prowl.
अरे यार शिट हो गया.
Interesting.
सैटेनिक चाहिए रहेगा.
Stalking.
Illusion.
Yeah!
My favorite customer.
Let's go. Not yet. We ride. On the hunt. Illuminating. Salamene commands. Let's go.
Just what I needed.
For the night. Yes. 5-star light.
Whoa!
What do you see? Good plan. Blessed be the lucky star. Swiftly now. Loosen.
अरे यार
Enemy's middle tower has fallen.
एंड कर देना है। कमबैक इज रियल। हाँ देखते हैं ना कैसे कमबैक करते हैं वो लोग ब्रो। ऐसे तो हार्ड है उनके लिए बट लेट्स सी इफ दे
Yes. Blessings upon a loyal.
अरे नहीं होगा उनसे। हाँ वही ना ब्रो हार्ड है।
Illuminating. Let's go. Let's start it. Weakling. Absolutely. Heads up.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. All radiant structures are fortified.
Lucent beam. Eclipse. Who dares? They will fight. Die with Victory!
विक्ट्री। GGWP WP man, WP. All I can say that is WP. Played well. Good team. Seriously good team. मैंने इतना कुछ करना ही नहीं था इस गेम में, इसलिए won the game because of my team. My team was very good. Oh, Team Liquid versus. Nice. Very good.
Suns and a stun box landing back in on them. Kill the Spirit Bear. Resources available, but Marco is dead. Chrysalis now forward. He's got Poppy behind him. Zayas with a blood. Punch him up. Killed Jakir. Shift into tier 1.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Another fight where Liquid have the Aegis and feel stronger. Secret now executing them. Look at these things in team fights are like 5k that way, 5k that way.
5k the other, yeah, it's. I keep thinking, oh yes, they're winning, and then oh yes, the other team is winning. Ah yes,
Middle tower has
they
fallen.
did a really good smoke into the triangle to have round advantage over Liquid and not let them have that area.
बहुत
Spotting-
चिपक रहा है, बहुत चिपक रहा है इसमें तो.
Mine at last.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
It is a promise. Death is fulfillment.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The earth thanks you.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
For Dova sign.
You move like a blue heart glacier.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Radiant are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Kindred bounty.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is falling.
Bounty.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
I'm back.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Don't know whenever I play at night, I usually get like loss issue, and that's why I play in morning, man. Okay. Yeah, it's laggy. It's laggy, yeah. Never mind. Oh, Glitch is playing faceless. Nice. Like things are going. Mindfully.
Prepare for battle.
Over yon. An incantation just remembered. True arcanery thrive. Dragon bolt the fire light blazing more. Saturn's protracted fire known only to me. Growing from deep within. First a charming hex. Arcana no witness. My mind I fire upon. Rich cold snap. Try solar. Spherical source, none shall mind your absence. My memory fails me from the great. I proceed. The spell, I'm a rich tradition. Athwart my path. Plucked from humanity. Abyssal from the Arlet's incantation of incineration.
No.
One of my favorites. Drawn from deep within. Behold! Sunshine!
Ah.
Surely, mark these words.
Surely.
They're the last you'll hear. 'Tis tedious. Words of passion, Robin Dorian's Mediterranean, no long words. Saturn's for chaos, medium. Of course. The skies.
Oh.
Volcano. No, wet spot from ink. Whatever that was scarcely worth my notice. Well away, plucked from the arcanery. My mind is my
अरे यार.
A charming hex. The spell I well remember. This one's my favorite. I slip from sight. Thus and so.
You're shaking my brew.
Eat one of my favorites. Spherical sorcery. Grasp a celestial sunstrike. This bores me. From the great mystery. Unto battle. A concentration. True arcanery. Tornado. True chaos medium. As the lightning stands ready. Attack! Wet cyclonus! Learn how fragile you are.
In Joker. Practicing in Joker.
Your turn to ban. Five seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Your turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Mid Medusa. Lag bug.
Beware the bite of frost. You'll have to do better than that. To battle.
This one is in the bag.
Prepare for battle.
So be it.
We got this one in the bag!
Where'd you get a bag?
Silent as mist. Onward. Very well. Agreed.
%6 loss.
Forward.
"30 seconds to battle."
Way ahead of you. My sentiments as well. Yes. Good enough.
The battle begins.
It's as plain as the horn on my head.
I'm notched. I'm
This
taut
one
and noisy,
is
ready
in
to
the bag.
fly. That was my thought. I go in silence. Agreed. To battle. Attack. Yes. Don't you? Silent as a mist. Forward. Feel the frost. That was my thought. Very well. My bow is drawn. I'll cut a notch with your name on it.
Blood. I've been wanting to say that since this all began.
So be it. Good enough. As deep as forced shade, ice shall nip my enemies. Onward. Arrow fly. Way ahead of you. My sentiments as well. Arrow, find your target. I go in silence.
Dire's turret has been killed.
Walk in silence. To battle. So be it. Yes. Very well. That was my thought. quiver. Forward. My bow is strung. Arrow, fly. Good enough. Onward. I go in silence. Way ahead of you. My bow is drawn. Silent. Silent seal you. My sentiments as well. Agreed. My thanks. You'll have to do better than that. Silent as mist. The lanes are lined with the light of you. Luck. So be it.
You got the point.
That belongs to me. Into the fray. Feel. Very well. Death comes silently. Forward. Way ahead of you. My bow is drawn. Agreed. Your money or you're dead. I go in silence. Feel my cold embrace. Yes. That was my thought. My sentiments as well. Onward. Good enough. Your fate is sealed. I go in silence. Battle. Fight, Frost. Not this time. Good enough. Feel the bite of frost. Forward. Attack. That was my thought. Yes. Into the fray. Silence. Onward.
Denied.
So be it.
Your top tower is under attack.
Silent as mist. Arrow, find your target. My sentiments as well. Very well.
यार
Agreed. My bow is drawn. Way ahead. Way ahead. Hot bullseye. Onward. Very well. Death comes silently. So be it. That was my thought. Feel my cold embrace. To battle. Yes. My sentiment. I wonder if it was worth it.
Leon's talents pierce your soul.
Your middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
That was just a warm-up.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Silence. Silence.
Your middle tower is fortified.
The secrets of the drought have one less enemy now. Good enough. My bow is drawn. I go in silence. Forward. I'll cut in knots with your meal.
This was inevitable.
Quiver. Arrow, fly.
Is that little webs in there?
Yes. Silent as
Dire structures are fortified.
taste.
भाई ये तो हीरो की तरह ऐसे ही जा रहे हैं.
Agreed. I go in
They smoke, they smoke.
They smoked.
My bow is drawn. Arrow fly.
Normal gold is boring, but this?
यार साइलेंस मार देना चाहिए था. शिट.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack.
TP anyone?
Here again.
Your bottom tower is under
Forward.
attack. Your bottom tower has fallen.
Onward. So be it. Arrow fodder. Good enough. To battle.
My strength.
My sentiments as well. That was my thought.
Will they evolve intelligence?
Bite, frost.
Your middle tower is under
I'll
attack.
take that. Good enough. Your fate is sealed. So be it.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
My sentiments as well. I shall meet my enemies. That was my thought. Way ahead of you. Very well. I go in silence. To battle.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Silent as mist. Feel the frost. My bones. Onward.
Is real? बाप रे.
Agreed. Feel my cold embrace. Agreed. There are some things you weren't meant to see, such as tomorrow. Good enough. I'll cut a notch with your nails.
Dire structures are fortified.
Way ahead. Many a grave is hidden in these woods.
They have RP, I think.
My sentiments as well. Silence. Forward. Attack. Silence.
अरे क्या साइलेंस कर दिया.
Your middle tower is under attack.
ऑर्चिड बनाया इसने, वाव।
Just retrieve my arrows. To battle. It tastes so sweet.
The enemy's middle tower has
I
been
go in
denied.
silence. Onward. Yes. So be it. Very well.
Smoke,
That
smoke.
was my thought. My bow is drawn. My sentiments as well. To battle. Silent as most. Onward. My bow is drawn. I go
Back,
in
back.
silence.
Get back, get back, get back, get back.
Forward. Very well. That was my fault. Agreed. Yes. So be it. Way ahead of you. Good enough. Way ahead of you. That was my thought.
What the hell is she making? Butterfly?
Good enough. My bow is drawn. To battle with drow. Feel the bite of frost. So be it.
Let's go, Aris. Aris, Aris. Aris,
Go in
Aris.
silence.
Aris, Aris.
Sentiments as well. Yes. Very well.
Come here, guys.
Onward. Forward. That was my thought.
Come, guys, come.
Silent as mist. Attack.
Manta Silver Edge, bro. Yeah, going Manta only now.
So be it.
Dire structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified.
Very well.
बैक ही हो जाना चाहिए था.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Faster than arrow's flight. Onward. My sentiments as well. Your money or you're dead. Agreed. Into the fray. Yes. I go in silence. To battle. Way ahead of you. Good enough.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Yes.
Hold it!
My sentiments as well. Death comes silently. I'm under attack! It's on. Forward. Very well.
Don't chase.
You'll have to do better than that. Back into the fray. Onward. Day's rage. I go in silence. Silent as mist. So be it. My bow is drawn.
Selfish.
That was my thought. Very well.
Your top tower
Way
is
ahead
under
of you.
attack.
Sab neutrals.
My bow is drawn. Yes.
Dude, I'm fucking next to you.
Good enough.
बटरफ्लाई बनाया भाई.
Onward. Silent as a
Catch यार.
mist. My sentiments as well.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
I go in silence.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Deep as frost shade. Forward.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
So be it.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
To battle. My sentiments as well. Onward. I'll take that.
Your top tower is under
Silent as
attack.
mist.
Your top tower has fallen.
My bow is drawn.
The enemy's bottom tower has been denied.
To battle. Men? I see it all in silence. Forward. Silence seal you. So be it. Yes. I go in silence. To battle. soldier's
fortune.
Very well. My
Dire
sentiments as
structures
well.
are fortified.
Yes.
Smoke sentry or sentry.
My bow is drawn.
Sentry.
Agreed. Forward. I go in silence. Way ahead of you. Onward. I go in silence. Agreed.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Onward.
Darkness prevail.
Quiver. Yes. My sentiments as well. My bow is drawn.
Back.
Forward. Tastes so sweet.
Arcane power.
Bite frost. Very well. So be it. Silent as mist. Black King Bar.
Stick together, guys.
To battle.
Smoke and come here.
I go in silence.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
That was my thought.
Come, guys, come here.
Forward.
We have no vision.
Onward.
Come, smoke and take wards with you.
So be it.
Come. Don Breaker will come. You guys come.
Ahead of you.
Everyone's coming.
Now that you're dead, I find it easy to respect you. Yes. know I should respect the dead, but first you have to earn it. Very well. I shall meet my enemies.
To battle. Dire structures are fortified.
Direct end, direct end.
Enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. Enemy's middle tower has fallen.
My bow.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Silence affects me. My sentiments as well. Very well.
Radiant victory.
GG man, Arkan. ये देखो प्रगति प्रगति रैंक कब हो गया? ये आफ्टर एजिस इस आईडी में अर्कन पहुंचा। बहुत मारा मैंने यार, क्या मारा। एमवीपी किसको मिला हमारे टीम में? अच्छे डॉन ब्रेकर, ओके ओके, डिजर्व डिजर्व। नाइस नाइस। टीम सीक्रेट वर्सेस ग्रैंड फाइनल, ग्रैंड फाइनल लग रहा है। अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, एक नंबर सनी, एक नंबर। अरे यार ये क्यों नहीं आ रहा है? मस्त मैच चल रही होगी यार, देखना है। आजा आजा, ट्विच चालू करना पड़ेगा ऐसा लग रहा है। ट्विच ट्विच ट्विच, यार ये सीरियस प्रॉब्लम है। क्या ऐसा लग रहा है डिस्प्ले कैप्चर चालू करना पड़ेगा। डिस्प्ले कैप्चर में पे ही है, ठीक है तो बहुत अच्छा है। हम चालू करते हैं ट्विच। रुको,
Oh, there it is!
Esports is what we live and breathe. For us, it's more than a game. It's a reality where a group of letters can mean everything. Where runes are collected and Aegis can only be won in battle. Where centaurs can give you a ride. Where the true heroes are those in front of the screen. GG Bet. This is real.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the grand finals here of the Western Europe qualifiers for the International 2022. I'm only Pixel, joined by Kezu, and we're getting ourselves ready for this one. Of course, best of 5 between Entity and Team Secret to fight for that one spot to go straight to the International. As you can see here, the run that we've had from both teams, Entity straight through the upper, not dropping a single game. Secret, of course, to get knocked down earlier by Entity themselves, and then had to climb their way back through the lower bracket, taking down Nigma Galaxy into the breach, and of course, today, Team Liquid. It's been a long road for them and a long day of play, right, Kezu? I mean, Secret, they started playing, I think, about 1 o'clock, and still much more Dota 2 for them to play here, and against a very, very scary team. We're here with the draft coming up on your screens. Kezu, thoughts and feelings coming to this one. Is there a chance that Secret could take a game, could take the series? Because everything we've seen so far, Entity looks unstoppable.
So, I think that Secret can, though if you're a Secret fan, I have a stat for you that will not make you feel very good. Since these two teams have these iterations, Secret have not yet won a series against Entity. I believe there's 7... like 3 or 4. They've played like 3 BO3s and 1 BO2 at the Genting event. In matches alone, so in single games, the count right now is 7-3 for Entity.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay. Well, you know, if those 3 were in a best of 5, that would mean Secret would win it. So there's still a chance,
True.
The stats are there, there's a chance, but yeah, very excited to see this. Very excited to see this. I mean, so far, obviously, today from the games that we've had, what are you thought really about Secret showing? And like, what sort of form do you feel that they're in today, going off the games we've witnessed from them here?
I would say that Secret are stepping it up again. Also, especially the longer that these tournaments and qualifiers go, you can really see the expertise and the experience come in with how, you know, you adapt to your draft, pulling out some Centaur post 5s and some random Tusks creeping in for Secret that they either play on Zayas on the post 4 or Nisha on the post 2. Then also overnight they had to think about to play this Leshrac in the offlane earlier against the Slark, which worked out very well. And already here, you know, they're coming in with their Tusk again. Some of the bans have been changed, but Entity, they have a very, very good carry player, and what I would like to point out for Entity is that they have played with pure confidence, no pun intended, and they picked their Morphling here on the closing pick on the first phase. Very good pick against Razor, just overall one of the hardest counters to that, and now they are protecting him with their bans.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Lena, anything else you want to be taking out to try and give you Morph that perfect game?
It's gonna depend a little bit on what their own 16-17 is. There are heroes such as Phantom Lancer, or some Illusion heroes could be very scary. They're very good against Undying, against the Tombstone. They're very good against Morphling in the game as well. So if Entity's next 2 picks don't really cover that, then that is something you can take out. Faceless Void is also still in the game, another hero that you can consider. So I think your bans here, okay, they will leave all of those. Perhaps they think that there's just too many of those, so we'd rather just take out you know, the mid type of hero that gives them more team fight. I can totally see the Pango ban too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we've seen how well the Secret's been able to play with the Pango. Incredibly strong hero right now that's risen to the top during this qualifiers.
5 seconds remaining.
Now back to Secret. I mean, honestly, you know, if you're drafting against Entity, what do you even do? I mean, I feel for a start, do you know, sort of, you know, obviously considering that the flexibility that some of these players have, you know, it feels like some of these heroes you just don't know who's going to be really playing. It must be a nightmare trying to draft against Entity when they're in the current form and they're playing the game as they have been.
To me personally, it's really not easy at all to draft against these guys. They're very confident with multiple first picks, so no matter what you take out there, they're going to be comfortable here as they are with their Undying. And then in the second phase, again, it's going to be highly dependent on what you want, but I feel like a route that people could try is to ban out both Nyx and Earthshaker against Entity, because those are the only two +4s that Kataomi has actually played in this tournament so far.
Okay. Okay, and here we have it, Secret. We're going to get the Centaur, and I would imagine, honestly, it's almost certainly going to be what, Puppy Centaur once again here today?
I would assume so, yeah. So, I mean, there is a strength. So they have picked the Centaur multiple times now. The pattern that I see is they pick it with a quote-unquote another core that can go to multiple lanes. It's been so far always with Monkey or Razor. So maybe there still is the potential flex if Entity allow it. But I would assume that Secret will feel most comfortable if it's just this +5. Maybe use it for the Stampede against the Undying. And I mean, so far from what I've seen, it's looked incredibly good for being a... I mean, that's not a support hero, man.
Yeah, I mean, we did have obviously a very entertaining game earlier where we even got to see a bit of Aghanim's action, which was whichever way it ended up going in the team fights. Still very entertaining to see people thrown into the back of the cart and dragged around a little bit by Puppy. Over the side of Entity, as you were mentioning, no surprises here. They have the option of taking one of the two. And indeed the Shaker, the one that's available for the picks. So once again, getting their hands on that. And yeah, it's been very impressive, right, the Shaker play.
No, absolutely. He will always set up his offlaner nicely. They play their team fights incredibly well. They also always have like this mid-game timing, which matches very well with Earthshaker, you know, around the blink timing or a potential shard. So I mean, it would make the most sense for Secret here to pick their mid, because then they still get to save their last pick for the offlane of Entity, which will be their last pick on their side later. Pango is out, which would have been a great pick. I could see something like a Kunkka. I do know that Nisha likes this hero a lot. It's perhaps a little awkward with Tusk Centaur, but it's very good against the Invo matchup as they go TA.
Okay. Would you imagine that is going to be Chrysalis playing that safe lane, or is this a Nisha TA?
Probably, I would assume that they're very open with these options so far in terms of where they're gonna go. Perhaps the last pick of Entity will then truly reveal what Secret will do. There is definitely an overlap in Razor and TA in terms of what they do. They're somewhat similar heroes, right? Very single target. They rely on their BKBs. They have like timing, like a clock on their team fights. That's what I like to call these heroes. So in the last pick, we're going to look for a very different archetype of core hero for Secret.
Let's have a look what Entity reads from this sort of reveal from Secret. What kind of hero would sort of fill that gap that Secret have? They need that final core to fulfill. Going to take out the Monkey King. Chrysalis is most played hero, really.
Yeah. I mean, for now, it would seem that Entity believe that this is just a TA mid, which is it's a good matchup against Evoker, always has been, and I assume that it always will be. Not whether it's Quas-Wex or Exort, I don't even think it makes a very big difference here, as Secret are just gonna take out. They should be looking to take out these ranged offlaners that lane well with Earthshaker, so that again Earthshaker enables you in the lane, and then with you being strong in the lane, this then allows the Earthshaker to roam around the map a little bit, because that again could be the tipping point in this mid lane to the TA potentially getting pressure.
5 seconds remaining.
So final ban, and they want to throw another ban the way of Chrysalis' hero pool.
I mean, I know that the lane can be very hard, potentially, depending on Entity's pick, but seeing that there is a Venoban, it's not too crazy because it's Entity, but Faceless Void is still very good for Secret. I am a little scared, at least, without seeing Entity's hero, in terms of how well that lane would go, because you most likely do have a +5 Centaur with you. But it is, and incredible Faceless Void game. It's the type of carry that would even allow the Razor and TA to still play their game very well. You know, you have the Chronosphere. It's an incredibly good time dilation game. And there's only an Earthshaker. Invoker can be somewhat annoying and Shaker, but if you can play around these heroes somewhat and you have heroes going in for you, it can definitely work out.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. Not every draft we do see Void getting left into the last couple of picks, and it will be available. See if you want to consider it. Sniper ends up being the final ban from Entity. Secret. See what else they want to remove from the offlane potential of Entity.
Visage is already out, Viper is out, Venomancer as well. Bad Rider, another ranged offlane that you could pick, but that one gone too.
I mean, what sort of range offlanes are still in?
At this point, if you really do want one, it's gonna be a quirky one. It's Chen.
Wait, so I mean, this is gonna be offlane Undying, right?
Honestly, I'm not certain. At this point, I'm not sure. I believe that they play offlane Chen.
Okay.
They might. Probably, again, it's going to come up to the last pick of Secret, so that's going to throw it off a bit. This makes Faceless Void a lot worse, in my opinion.
Sure.
He does not lane. If it's a Chen, you don't lane well into him. If it's an Undying, I believe you don't lane well into this hero either. The Illusion heroes are somewhat covered by Shaker. Strange. I'm trying to think here what they want to go for.
I speak for the team.
Go with the Prophet, so we'll see what that means, everyone. Where everything's going to go here for both teams. Yet to see the reveal from Entity on, you know, who's going to be taking which here between the support and the offlane. And,
you want the Chen, yeah.
It's going to be offlane Undying here for Toby. And
if it was if they had gone for a carry Prophet, then I believe there would have been a higher chance for Toby to actually be playing the Chen.
Yeah.
But I think either way, with how the lanes will go, you want the Chen to go to the Nature's Prophet's lane because, again, Chen lanes really well in lanes where you can take over creeps, right? Especially if it's your enemy summon, so that's going to be very good for them. And other than that, I'm very hyped for this early game. Even though some of these heroes are very static, the Shaker, Chen, they're going to have movement around the map. They're going to be freed up for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. And overall, who's come out on top here, Kezu? I mean, you're looking at the two lineups. What are you liking? Are you again going to, you know, be able to believe in the sort of the innovation that Secret's coming in, this Centaur Warrunner support that nobody else is playing right now? Is it gonna make the magic happen here?
I feel like the Secret Tricore is very strange, at least to me. I can see why they went for it. Nature's Prophet, very good against Morphling. Though I kind of like what Entity have. I think it is very much their bread and butter. Even if they haven't played this much Morphling, Pure is an incredible morph. It's a pretty good morph game. He is laning against Nature's Prophet, but again, he is covered by his support, the Chen, who's going to make this lane a bit easier for him. So I would look for him to have a good game, really.
All right, well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're just getting ourselves into this one. Game one of the best of five here. Team Secret versus Entity, fighting for that one spot that will take you direct to the International 2022. Here we go, as we get ourselves started off. What do you see if we maybe get some early action? Secret, they'll smoke up outside of the base to try and get themselves in position. Set up there, so the early vision, and see what sort of moves Entity's going to be making. Bang on wards there from both sides at the exact same time. And in terms of the early lane matchups, so are we going to see any sort of matchups try to be forced by either side?
I wouldn't say necessarily forced, but it is definitely nice, as I touched on, if the Chen is against the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah.
Top lane by default should be super favored for Secret, at least as far as I'm concerned. You have two melee heroes, the Shaker Undying against Razor. Even the fact alone that it's a Razor carry against these heroes will make that lane very good. He has a plus 5 Centaur, which again, I don't know how good this hero is, but if your carry has a good matchup and then you're the plus 5 Centaur, I'm sure the lane will be absolutely fine for you.
Let's see. Of course, so far in this run, the qualifiers, Entity yet to drop a single game. They're pretty flawless. And Secret, they've had some highs, they've certainly had some lows as well. And managed to make it here to this all-important final series. It's been a long day, but maybe that extra bit of warming up will work in their advantage.
They've at least got the momentum on their side, for sure.
Yeah.
They've been playing the whole day and like smashing people with some, you know, doing some good stuff with your Centaur. It definitely also shows that their preparation has been working out. I'm sure they also have heroes in this game that they feel good about. And also something to definitely keep an eye on is going to be the Smith matchup. I know that it is at least supposedly TA favorite, and I don't think this has changed. So also we'll need to see if Nisha will continue to have a good game, as he has done pretty much all tournaments so far.
Yeah, he really has. He's been incredibly reliable, Nisha. For his mid performances, popped off many a game here for Secret. And we'll see how well he fares in this mid matchup. Top lane. Puppy just going to be running down Kataomi. And we have seen this a few times now from a few teams. I mean, so what's your thoughts on dying in the core role? What does this sort of enable in the hero when you give him this priority?
The hero just seems to lane very well with the new decay, where you don't lose this HP, and also you push out waves really fast with this hero nowadays. You have a little higher damage later on, then your decay deals more damage to the creeps. But it's overall just about the levels and the tankiness. You hit all these timings like a lot faster. Your laning stage is really amped up, as you can see even up top. They're playing this double melee lane into Razor, but they're applying a lot of pressure. They're ahead in the CS, and the Crystallis is already on 40% HP in this lane.
Absolutely, yeah, there's consistent spam here from Toby. Keeping him very, very low. See Kataomi also able to grab the creeps. Should be able to make them meet as he wishes. Puppy making sure he takes a lot of damage for it, and will be able to snipe his courier. Chases that out after the delivery's been made. Bottom lane, CS for Pure so far, looking pretty good. 8 for 5 here on the last hits and denies. Not feeling any sort of pressure so far in this lane. I mean, will this change, or does this just sort of continue to be a pretty safe lane for the Morph to farm in? Is there ever really any potential of Secret threatening Pure?
I would say that the only real way for them to change, if we have a little bit of harass top, is around the time where Rezo gets level 3, because sure, he will still steal a Treant, but you have one more. So instead of just having one, you're going to have 2 Treants, so that's going to help a little bit. But unless Secret get to apply pressure within like the next 2 minutes of him getting that second level in Treants, then that lane later on doesn't really become much better. Sure, you will pressure the tower a bit with Nature's Prophet, but if in the next 2 minutes they don't shut down Pure, they will not do it afterwards either.
Do you sort of see any potential for any of those early moves to add an extra hero into the mix in any of these side lanes to try and catch out any of the cores early?
So Stormstormer is playing an Exort build, so there's not too many moves that are going to go into the mid lane, I believe. At least not from Entity side. Secret could look for plays later, and they definitely want to. When you do play this Nature's Prophet in the offlane, it's one of the most tempo-reliant heroes in the game, which means if you have plays to speed up the game, it's very good for you. Like, Tusk can potentially roam mid, and then Nature's Prophet can go there. But Entity don't really have the same option. They can look to counterplay it with the Earthshaker. So I would say the only real place we're going to see is that Secret should really be eyeing this mid lane later with Tusk and a Nature's Prophet rotation.
So far in the mid. So 16 for 12 against their 14 and 7. Many a creep being denied in the mid lane between the two. Stormstormer able to deny just that little bit more from Nisha. Probably a few Forge Spirit denies in there as well, of course. We'll see on the top lane. Nicholas 17 and 4. Toby's 19 and 4, so yeah, 19 and 4 now on him as well. So basically dead even on the top lane.
Whoa, mid lane.
See if they can take Stormstormer down here. Drop the ice wall. Not quite able to stay on top of him there. A bit of an early attempt here to try and bring down the Invoker Rezo. Showing his face in order to assist Nisha, but Stormstormer's going to be fine. Survives the attempt. He'll be able to continue to CS in the lane as Rezo has to step back to bottom. Might be able to get a Bit of action here as they've trapped in Fishman. Pure is around to help out though, and Zayats is very, very low. Pure waveforms in, and we'll get the kill, but not before on the other side of the map. Crystallis was able to claim that first blood, taking down Toby.
Looks like they must have clipped the Undying top, maybe with a slow into the center stomp. Looks like the eventual pressure of top lane is too strong from the Razor. I mean, I was already a little surprised how well the Undying was doing, but I think with the changes, it's not too crazy that he was doing good for like 4 or 5 minutes now. The Secret get this eventual kill on them, which is great. In the meantime, Pure gets himself a little kill on bottom too as Fishman here.
Has been trapped. Not enough that Pure can really do in time to be able to help out. So Secret able to find kills now in both side lanes. Here at the 6-minute mark.
I like what Zayats is doing here again in the enemy jungle, especially around the 5-6 minute mark, nighttime. Not only do you get to go in like an aggressive area to scout things out, you get to place vision, which he just did, and you can potentially set up the play around mid that we've already touched on. You do have the TA traps now, and we all know Exort Invoker not really the best at protecting himself, if at all.
Definitely something that Secret did try and abuse with that earlier movement. Again, going to see this focus around the mid lane. He's coming in, Rezo. Look for the setup here behind the tower. Backup is here, Entity. They've got Fishman and Katomi ready once again to just make sure that Stormer's going to be perfectly fine. They'll get a bit of damage done to the tower. Pressure at the Treants. Secret, same time top. Puppy trying to fight Toby here. He really wants the tombstone, but he's taking a lot of damage for it.
Oh boy.
And will lose his life for that one. Back in the mid, Nisha also gets caught. The ice wall gets laid down. He's not able to escape. That's a big kill in the mid. And on that top lane, a very easy kill there for Toby.
Well, definitely nice plays from Entity all around the board. I do think the way that Secret engaged the mid play in both times has been less than ideal. I feel like they're forcing it a little too much. I like that you can see that the idea is there and they know what they want to play for. But I believe that currently at this point they're trying to do it a little like they're not patient enough to make the play. And then in the meantime, Toby, he drops his tomb top, gets out a little bait, and actually gets a kill on Puppy. That was pretty interesting too.
Ah, he's going to be very happy with that one. I mean, you see at the moment, second highest in the net worth here, Toby on the offlane Undying. Very much showing its strength, even in this matchup where you are a melee hero against a Razor. He's just not, you've not felt any sort of pressure from that whatsoever. It's going to show
no, not
out.
at all.
Yeah.
His item build actually is very cool. Undying, I think he just understands, okay, it's a type of lane. You will not beat Razor by right-clicking. So he has spent all his money on mana regen, which is not just good for him, but also for his Earthshaker. This Sage Mask, Basilius, Raindrop, now Arcane Boots. Just very good build by him, completely understanding the matchup that he's playing into.
Just gonna make a go on him now. The Tombstone has the ult. See if there's going to be any sort of help for him. Fisher comes into play. He'll try and heal up with the Soul Rip. Might have a chance of bringing Crystallis down in return. Katomi's in with the stun. Indeed, they'll be able to find the trade. Puppy is sort of trapped in here, trying to find a way out, but the zombies are building up upon him. Katomi stays on top of him as the zombies, they're killing him off. Toby gets the double kill. I mean, this top lane is turning into a bit of a mess, but a bit of a beautiful mess, I think, here for Toby, as he'll happily go down for that one.
I mean, Owen, you asked me why they play offlane Undying.
I mean, this is why, yeah. I mean, Secret just don't, it seems like they don't really know how to deal with it. It's just working at a pretty deadly level. 3 kills now for Toby in this top lane. You got to be careful. You don't want to mess with this man. If you try and go for the kill, you're going to both die.
Yeah, Undying is just the type of hero where you need to truly understand whether or not you can kill him from full to zero, because if you don't, it's just a situation where you will get turned around on, right? He's going to pop his ult, get some HP, heal himself, drop the tomb. So I feel like right now Secret are trying a little too hard to make their plays work. And now, since some of their last plays have failed, I don't really blame them if they feel a bit of pressure right now, because Rezo is not too happy on the Nature's Prophet yet. He's going for an interesting build, which is the Vessel Rush, actually. Considering that he's playing against Chen, Morphling, and Undying, I can definitely see this one work out. So he's going to look to get involved a little bit. But if he wants to have a good timing on this Vessel, Secret need to hit a few of these moves.
Sure. Not for sure, yeah. Already the early net worth lead starting to favor towards Entity. We've only got Well, actually, over in the mid, Puppy. Looking pretty dead here. Cold Snap will be enough of a setup for Entity to clean up another kill top lane. Bit of aggression from Zayats and Chrysalis, but not able to find a kill out of this one. In fact, they've got to roll away. See, Katomi, he's able to get a fantastic angle. Blocks off the escape of Zayats. This top lane is going to end another kill here into the hands of Toby's Undying.
Ooh la la. Entity are moving the heroes very beautifully around the map right now. So now seeing that Pure has had a very good early game, and similar to what I said, they didn't get to pressure him with the one Nature's Prophet timing they had, and instead he is now very farmed on the Morphling, and he can protect this bottom lane for a long time. Remember back in the draft where I said that their cores are very similar? Well, they picked a third hero who's basically one more of that. They don't have too many rotations around other than the Nature's Prophet, and now that they've missed a few timings, you're not going to have Nisha run bottom and help Rezo to take this tower, so Pure's just going to live rent-free in this bottom lane and just farm everything.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely concerning if you look at what Pure's been able to get away with down here. Yeah, top net worth by a clean 1,000. You know, on the CS far ahead of anyone else. Yeah, it's a complete free farm here on a Morphling. And we've seen many times kind of what consistently happens when Pure gets complete free farm. Very little teams stand any sort of a chance against it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And this is a pretty good Morph game. So now, though, for Secret, at least on the flip side, Nisha is still doing very well on the TA. The TA Morph matchup is a little bit weird. If you have help from your team as the TA and you force the Morphling to have to strength up, it's pretty good because he loses more armor, then you start hitting him with the Death Zone, you can actually be pretty scary. So right now, since the game is not as good as Secret would like it to be, they should look to Nisha, help him get this Desolator, and then look to involve his hero a little bit and help him get involved in the game. Because right now, he can't. His objective is going to be to farm.
Some of the mid-tower pressure here coming from Entity will succeed in taking it down. We'll see Puppy pop the Stampede. They've got a Snowball coming in as well. The Ice Wall will be laid out, though. An Entity, they're ready to turn this fight around. The Slam goes down. They've taken out Puppy. They'll get Zayats as well out of this one. Secret, they've got to run. There's no fight to be had here.
See ya.
Yeah, Pure, can he finish this off? Oh, nice Sprout from Rezo. Will be able to block off the Morph momentarily, but the waveform, it's still going to be able to close the gap. As Entity, they'll get 3 kills. They're now up to a 3k lead. Even playing around with Nisha as well, making sure he doesn't have the easiest of time of farming his own triangle.
So I think for Secret right now, I mean, Entity are just playing really well. The way they are positioned on the map is very good, but so far it's mainly Secret making plays and they're not really working out. If you're Secret, I think right now they need to understand that their kills don't really happen that fast. They don't have that much burst damage, right? And they're playing against heroes who are really good at turning plays. Undying Tombstone heal, there's a Chen heal, there's a long-range Fissure. So unless your plays really happen fast and you snap a guy out of the game, Secret need to be a little more aware of where they fight and how many heroes Entity actually have in the area. Because they're always ready and they will counterplay you like this every single time.
See Pure ready to return towards the bottom. Bit of pressure starting to show here from Resolution. They want to deal with this. TPs are coming in. See if they can get the setup onto Rezo. There's the burst. There's the opening. Sunstrike connects. Rezo goes down. An easy catch and kill there for Entity as Rezo shows his face close to the tower.
Yeah, for now, it's just really all Entity. For Secret, of course, they're not going to feel great with the position they're in, but they're only down 3k gold. They have a bit of a greedy support in the Centaur and the Tusk, where they both somewhat need items. So right now, I think they need to slow down the game a little bit. Let Rezo get his Vessel. He's very close. Perhaps give a lane to Puppy, and then really, they need to keep farming the map. Right now, they cannot fight into Entity. Their draft is not really designed to do it. They're also behind in the game. And I think soon enough, Entity will force the first Roche. And I'm kind of interested to see how Secret respond to that one.
Sure. And I feel as well, with Secret's lineup, how easy is it for all these heroes to kind of find the space to get this farm that they need at this stage? Because it feels like kind of a pretty greedy lineup in terms of the 3 cores and then the areas of the map they want to be clearing. It feels like there's some crossover.
absolutely is a crossover, 100%. The good thing for you is that you have a Nature's Prophet who can potentially farm like very iffy areas that maybe other heroes can't. But without having vision on the map, that is also not really easy to do. So Secret are kind of in the position where it's very hard for them to play this game right now. Like their next moves are very important.
See if they can make a move here on the mid. They're gonna go for Toby. With the two of them, they will get the kill. Stampede also allows them to safely disengage. But see if Entity can catch anyone out of this. They can't. The Stampede enough to split Secret apart. So they get in, they get the kill, they get out.
That was very nicely played. Definitely making the most of the situation at that point. So that is absolutely how they can fight. Most likely even the only option that they can do it at this point is that they find someone and they hold the Stampede to then disengage after. They hope to kill the guy fast enough. As soon as he drops low, Stampede run away so that the Tombstone and Cold Snaps and all Ice Walls, whatever, that they don't slow you down. So very nicely played by them.
See them back off, at least hold off from making the next move, I'd imagine, until they have Stampede available once again. Works very well as a mechanic to get them out after they find that opportunity to make a quick move. Progress on the Blink Daggers. Katsomi currently 1500 towards it. Not quite able to find Zayat Step. There's the Blink Dagger done for Stormstormer. So between that and the bots, he's ready to be all across the map. And again, just these items that Entity are getting out, it's going to make it that little bit easier to respond even quicker. And with even more favorable positions that they're able to jump back against Secret when Secret try and go for these moves to get pickoffs.
Yeah, it's time for Entity to go Roche. Pure has played the bot area long enough. He held the tower alive for a long time. He got all the farm going, and now they're far ahead. They have a very good Roche lineup. You have Chen, you have Morph, you have Undying as well with the Tombstone. And now here, this is a very... Okay, as we have a Stampede coming in.
Aggressive Stampede here from Puppey to try and start the action off, but doesn't look like the rest of his team really want to get involved in this one. As Puppey goes down, Entity, they'll resume the Roshan. Zayat, he's hovering around the edge of the pit, but there's just no way they're getting in on this. As Entity, they're able to take it down, get the Aegis into the hands of Pure. Just a little bit ambitious there from Puppey on the lead-in.
Yeah, definitely. Perhaps not feeling good enough, about giving Roche to your enemy, but sadly, sometimes the truth is you have to give it to them. So do you rather just give them the Roche, or do you want to give them Roche and kills? And sometimes it's just hard to let go in that situation, but I do think for Secret moving forward, they want to hold the Stampede as they showed in the mid-fight prior. They wanted to disengage or to kite around the fight a little bit. But either way, nice job by Entity. They go for the objective that they need. They finish up the Roshan, and now they're also getting closer, not even just close. They just finished the Blink Dagger on Kataomi. So this is going to allow them to actually play faster around the map. And they have two plays now. You force this top tier 2 tower, or if you already see very clearly that Secret will not fight you, you can smoke across the map. Because right now you're in a position where Secret don't really deserve to farm that much of the map with the heroes that Entity have.
And as you mentioned in the draft that we're going to be a bit concerned if Kataomi got one of his two heroes that he's been popping off, and we really are seeing it so far this game again. 208, high involvement on the kills. And yeah, with this Blink Dagger added into the mix nice and early for him, Secret, they better be scared. Bottom lane, Stormstormer, he's got the setup on Resolution. No chance of a TP out here with the 4 of them surrounding him.
Blink Invoker, very cool. Seeing it this early, I mean, Stormstormer, a Invoker specialist. He's been Grandmaster or whatever this tier is called for as long as I play this game. So this guy definitely knows his ins and outs of this hero. Now Entity, they TP'd all their heroes to bottom. Very likely that they're going to look to soon get out of here, start connecting with their Morphling again, who I haven't talked about Morph that much, but Pure is just rocking this net worth chart. And there is really no surprise there with the start that he's had.
Yeah, completely free farm in that lane down bottom. And as I say, there's, when you kind of give Pure that sort of start, he's going to start hitting these insane numbers. Skadi, just 800 gold away, 20 minutes in or so, you're looking at this Manta Skadi Morphling, which is pretty terrifying for Secret, especially when you when you consider, obviously, that they're running a three range core right-clicking lineup. I mean, the Scardy's going to be their worst nightmare.
Oh, absolutely. As up top.
See Katomi tying things up with a two-man slam. They'll put the Stampede, but Puppy, he's already dead. Zayats rolls in. He's quickly out, as it is already starting to look very difficult for Secret to get any sort of footing in this game against Entity, and we're just 20 minutes in.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned because this, I'm sad to say it if you want Secret to win, but this game is not getting easier for them. This is an incredible morph game. He has Alacrity. If it isn't, you know, it's already a great morph game. He has Alacrity, Tombstone, Soul Rip, Chen heals, and then Earthshaker getting stuns for him. This doesn't get much better.
And of course, also Toby's finished up a Lotus Orb.
Yeah.
So he's got that to throw down on Pure as well. They have all the tools to... Honestly, also the tools to pop off a Morphling in this state, say, to a 30-minute mark in a game. But they've got this all set up at 21 minutes in.
Yeah, and they're just gonna go up high ground, and this is absolutely the correct choice. I also like the creeps on Fishman, attack speed as Tusk. Zayas just taking a ton of damage from just casual spells.
Now has to go for the snowball, but that'll be another quick snowball into his death. It's Pure. Cleans up another kill. They'll put the fortification, but it really feels like these racks are going down no matter what. We're just 21 minutes in. And Entity getting to take whatever they want from the map. And Secret, they just don't have a response. We see the wave forming over towards Nisha, caught by the Fisher. He's out for 50. And Pure ready to continue to play aggressively here. Still 40 seconds on the Aegis. As Entity, they are coming into this grand finals as explosively as they have every other series we've seen from them in the run so far. This qualifies. Puppy goes down. Entity, they're not going anywhere. They're into the base, under the tier 4s. They'll turn towards Crystalis. It's going to be pretty much a team wipe. Plus the BKB, but the sun strikes there. GG is called. Welcome to the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. We've just had a 22-minute victory here from Entity.
Well,
well, I mean...
Entity are here, that's for
yeah,
sure.
They
played
certainly are.
phenomenal.
Okay, well, that was game one there, Kazu. Thoughts?
Yeah, okay, so it's only the first game, so Secret will need to change something in the draft, I think. So when you go into this game, you have a Morphling who's picked up very early on, and honestly, it's a very good morph game. Apart from potentially the lane, which then they instantly salvage by getting a 23-pick Chen. I even overlooked that. I thought the hero was banned in the first phase. And then I think Secret just tried a little too hard to maybe, to get their plays happen. But maybe they knew that their draft wasn't amazing, so perhaps they felt pressure from the get-go. But I don't know. Entity, my lord.
Yeah, that was... I mean, we've seen some crazy stuff from them in the run so far. I mean, I'm going to quickly check some of the times. Is this the quickest win they've had here? 32 was the quicker. Yeah, it is. It is by far. Before this one, the quickest win they'd had was a 32-minute win. So game one of the grand finals, Entity coming in and getting this victory in 22 minutes and 23 seconds. That is insane. Well, we'll see how this grand finals continues. Obviously, I imagine Secret... definitely, we know as well from what we've seen from them that they can have a much closer game out of it than this. So we'll see how they sort of come into game two with a different approach. But as it stands, game one, no questions asked. Entity will start off with a quick win.
let's play again. बहुत बार ऐसा कुछ खेलते हैं यार वो चलो टाइम ओके 2 मिनट खेल लेते हैं फिर निकलते हैं. It's time to go now. बैटल कब खेल रहे हैं? अरे यार आ क्यों नहीं रहा है? ये चलो निकलते हैं सुबह को खेलेंगे. So it's time to go now. So thank you guys. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.
flying so close to where we belong, and we're trying to go somewhere new. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. Trying to step back and see the view from above, 'cause I know that nothing lasts forever. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you.